evening, chaps and chappets, and welcome to the channel. Yes, we've got something a little different today, as we are reacting to Hi from Colleen Ballinger. Now, this is quite a music video because it's 10 minutes long. I am going to try and make it bearable for you. I am going to explain what her defences are. I am going to explain a lot of things as we go along. But if you're willing to sit through my charming voice and my sensibilities and what my opinions are, because that's what this video is about. My opinions on the current situation and on this very certain video right in front of us. Without further ado, guys, we're going to hit play in just a second because I really need, and I really do need, you guys to subscribe, like, and share these videos with your friends and family if you find it entertaining. Because, you know, we all need to make bread. We all need to make money, or cheese, or whatever. Without further ado, let's suffer the ukulele playing Colleen Vlogs.
Hey.
Hi.
It's been a while since you saw my face.
I
I haven't been doing so great, so I
wonder why.
So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right?
Maybe.
You guys having fun?
Not really.
All aboard the toxic gossip train.
I got my first class tickets.
Dragging down the tracks of misinformation.
Yeah.
The toxic gossip train.
Woo.
You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station.
Manipulation station, where you've been your whole entire time thinking of this bloody song. Okay? As some of you may have read, there's been dozens of fans coming forward about manipulative, exploitative, sexually inappropriate messages, personal messages between Colleen here and some underage fans. And even so, something happening on a live stage. However, we will talk about those along the way. But I am going to make it clear, whatever's been said, I am a neutral party. I don't really know what's going on. I just thought I'd get my opinion through this video, thinking I'm just going to basically say if it's appropriate or not. So, without further ado, but at the moment it's coming off as maybe not the best idea, but without further ado, let's go.
Toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
I'm just going to answer your question now. I'm not really having fun because you're killing my ears. I don't seem to have asked for not an apology, but for a defense. Have you ever heard of a defense video? Yeah, not those defense videos. These defense videos. Yeah. Carry on, Colleen. Tell us about it.
Hi everyone. I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing.
Okay. So they strongly advise you do not do this. However, you've done it anyway because you're desperate to defend yourself. You're desperate because these claims may be true. There may not be full information on the news because there'll be information cut out just for the length of whatever. But there has been interviews with dozens of subscribers, previous fans and stuff like that. However, when I was reading on I've only just logged on to Colleen. I've heard about what's been going on. I've sort of gone, you know what, I'm just going to get my opinion across. So from what I've heard and from what I've read, she's sent fans underwear and then commented on them, like their asses and stuff like that. Turns out they were minors. She's then, you know, tries to say later on in the song that she's not she shouldn't be held accountable for underage kids messaging her and receiving these sort of things because she's not responsible for what kids see on the internet. Essentially, she goes down this whole, I'm accountable, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, but she does not clear the fact that she isn't actually bloody covered with accountability at all, as you will see in the song. I'm going to let her sing it out a little bit, but I was just saying, when you're strongly advised by your team not to make a video, talking or otherwise about the situation, it's probably because you're going to incriminate yourself. However, the desperation of this bitch says, I need to defend my fame, my honor, my legacy. That's what I'm getting across here. Carrying on.
What I want to say. So, here I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts.
So this bit where she talks about the facts, she doesn't really talk about the facts. She doesn't even give us a counter-argument to the facts. Let's go.
So, I hope that you'll be willing to listen.
Maybe.
Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way.
Many years ago, I used to message my fans. Why don't you message them anymore? 2016! You messaged a fan, didn't you? In 2020, you were found out. You went through this whole scandal. You made a YouTube video saying that you were sorry. Hey ho, 3 years later, we're here again, aren't we, Colleen?
Like a lot of you are trying to suggest, it was more of a loser kind of way.
You can't use that as a defense, okay? You can't use that as a defense. I'm in a loser kind of way. What are you telling us? That you were sexually messaging fans because they're losers, or is that because you're the loser because you realised it's wrong? Sorry, the voice was fading away because I'm getting irritated. Anyway, carry on.
I was just trying to be besties with everybody.
You can't... In a world so harsh, and on the internet even harsher, being besties with everybody does not work. You stay an entertainer, you use your fame, you get your money, you make your videos, that's it, your job's done. You don't need to do anything more. But instead, no, I want to be friends with my fans. It never works.
It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, you know, and there's a weird aunt there, keeps coming up to you and going like, hey girl, what's the tea? And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, and this is your excuse. You're like the creepy aunt. A, I don't have a creepy aunt. And B, family gatherings aren't like that, you know? And to, you know when you say you want to take accountability later on in your song, and you go, and you say things like this, where, oh, I'm like the creepy aunt, and what's the tea, girl? You sort of come across as maybe you're trying to justify inappropriately messaging a 13-year-old, maybe a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old. But no, it's not going to fly. It's not.
That was me, but in group chats with my fans. It was weird.
You've just admitted it was weird. Which suggests to me that you've done something that you shouldn't do. You may have said to a 13-year-old kid, oh, by the way, this is a picture of whatever, man, show me your, you know, you just, I don't know, I wasn't in those things, you know, I wouldn't, when I was a kid, yeah, I'd message my favourite YouTuber. I think I messaged like, oh, mate, no, I'm not going to lie, about a year ago, I met Daz Black, and I said, let's do a collaboration. You know, this wasn't a conversation on Instagram. This wasn't a conversation on Facebook. This was face to face. Okay. He came to my place of work, Alton Towers, at the time. I don't work there anymore. And he visited the Flambeau's Jambos restaurant, which is a sort of like a buffet restaurant. Anyway, my brother went to clear his table, had a nice conversation. As I was walking by, I realised that my brother was talking to Daz. So I thought I'd jump in on that conversation. And I don't know, it came out of nowhere. Let's do a collaboration or something. And he said, yeah, let's do it. It still hasn't happened, but I'm not going to hold that against him. He's a busy bloke. He's a fantastic, friendly bloke, And this is what I'm gonna say it now. You want to interact with your fans in the public. That way you've got people who see everything going on, who become witnesses. This is why you don't message them. Anyway, let's carry on. Colleen, take it away.
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years.
15 years of sharing my life on the internet. Yeah, probably don't.
I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
There's always boundaries, and you should have realised it the moment you started out. You're not that naive, you're not that young. You should have put in boundaries yourself.
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare.
Yeah, you overshared, didn't you? Really overshared. This is like, you're not going into detail, you're not telling us what you've overshared, what you've done, what's wrong. No, you have just gone, oh yeah, I overshared.
Details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
Is that because of 2020, when the investigation first came about? Yeah, okay. So there was a bit of an apology video in 2020 where Colleen here made an apology about inappropriately messaging fans, and she got benefit of the doubt and things got dropped. However, years later, specifically 3 years later, we're here, aren't we, Colleen?
But that's not very interesting, is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it bloody is, because it fills in the gaps that you're on about.
So let's go on the toxic gossip train.
And she starts singing about the train that I'm currently on, with the rest of the bloody YouTube community.
The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train steamroll over someone's reputation.
Yes, and your reputation went down the bloody toilet the moment you did something wrong. And by the way, like, almost, not the same, but almost, because I don't think you physically did it. I don't know. But I do know somebody that did something a bit like on a live performance, maybe touched a girl? Yes, and we're talking a bit about the big JS. If any of you are from Britain, you know who I'm talking about. And especially if you're from around about maybe...
Toxic gossip train. Hop on board but close your eyes, otherwise you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey. At least you're having fun.
No, because I'm sat here tearing this bloody video apart.
In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes. We should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior.
Yes, but you didn't. 2016, then 2019, when you had a girl on the stage, you spread her legs open, and there was a bit of a fart sound or whatnot. I don't know if it was her actually farting or you with an audio thing. But she felt compromised. But she didn't say anything because there was people in the crowd that she'd made friends with that she didn't want to disappoint, because she was scared that they might go, oh, you were so privileged, no, none of us had that opportunity. And you know what? She took the bravest step of them all. Out of everyone that's come forward, somebody that was on stage with you as you put them into a compromising position where they felt, compromised. but they've spoken out. And you can't defend that. You can't just make that up. So, moving on before I get really fucking pissed off.
Behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. You're not taking accountability, are you? We're making you accountable for what happened, and we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be making these videos saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing this.
When I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care? Oh.
God, yeah, I don't care. Because you're fucking you're sprouting bullshit.
I thought you wanted me to take accountability.
Yes, I do. Do it.
But that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No.
Yes it is. Can you just be accountable, please?
Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise.
Yes, you became despised because you got caught out.
While you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
I will monetize your demise because it seems quite funny, actually. But by the way, I have to do bloody YouTube shorts now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video.
I've already seen them.
She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist.
You are gaslighting. You are narcissistic. You are... Yeah, well, fuck it.
And a rat. I would never make a mistake like that.
No, I wouldn't. Who would? Who would make a mistake about inappropriately messaging a minor? Oh, everybody. Sorry, every YouTuber, put your bloody hand up. You've somehow managed to exploit a kid and make a song about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize
Bitch.
me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and
If my past was so perfect, I wouldn't have scars on my face.
stab me repeatedly in my bony little back.
I don't want to care about your bony little back.
I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song.
Yes, very disappointed because you're not even taking accountability.
I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take that route.
I kind of guessed that because you're here.
Of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
Oh, I made it up. I didn't make it up because I didn't know you existed until like fucking a week ago when all this started to come out of the bloody woodwork. Carry on.
Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past.
Found someone new to harass.
So everybody gather round, cause we're about to attack. But not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen.
Because what you did is absolutely disgusting. And the fact that you're saying, oh, all us keyboard warriors aren't willing for it. No, the only reason I don't is because everyone would kill me for being a misogynist. So I'm not going to. And plus, I'm a fucking gamer. I don't bloody do physical fighting. You know, we're just after the bloody truth. That is what everyone's after, the truth. And you can't seem to give us the bloody truth.
So shoot me down quick with a click and bam.
Yeah, bam.
My reputation's deceased.
Good.
I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl Miranda sings. You know the one.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, her? She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Anyway.
You won't find my videos. Is that OnlyFans? Colleen, I'm going to make it very clear. If you've got explicit videos on the internet, some 13-year-old kid will find them. It is on your responsibility to question them. Or maybe perhaps your responsibility not to upload them in the first place. Because, you know what? 13, 14, 15-year-old kids are all curious and they wonder. They wander the internet and they search up your name and they search up the following special little letters. And you're found out, aren't you? Everyone's got their dirty little secret. Apart from me, mine's pretty much clean. But, yeah. Silly that, isn't it? It won't be on the YouTube Kids app. No, you're right. oh, I'm PG-13, then why are you sending kids your fucking underwear, getting them to wear them, and then saying they've got good arses? You're narcissistic. I hate you.
Anyway, I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see.
No, you're right. Kids are curious, and kids will search up things that they shouldn't be searching up, but they are curious. And maybe perhaps, instead of singing a song about it, instead of like going, oh no, they've seen my video. They're not on about the video that they actively sought out, are they? If there is a video out there that they've actively sought out and they found it, they won't be complaining about that. The bit they're complaining about is the messages, the behaviour, the way your team, the way you have been to your so-called fans in a manipulative, in a horrible way, the way that you've treated them. You know, you treated your 13-year-old audience as dirt. Anyway, carrying on.
I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable.
And here's my biggest part that could have helped you avoid this whole entire situation is simply just ask the fucking kid. Are you 13? If they say yes, then you've got evidence to say it's not your fault. But did you do that? Probably not. And if you did and you still sent it, you're a bloody predator.
With their family.
Call Chris Hansen.
Is watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows. Now, have I made some jokes in poor taste? Yes.
Hasn't anybody? Whatever.
Have I made lots of dumb mistakes? Yes.
Who hasn't? Again, you know, I got injured through a silly mistake. I fell out a tree because I climbed it as a kid.
Am I sad that there are some fans who feel betrayed? Yes. Was my intention to manipulate? No. It doesn't really matter what my intention was, because it seems as though everyone's already decided.
Well, if your intention was purely good-hearted, maybe perhaps you could say that. Instead of saying, oh well, I'm not going to be accountable because everyone's made that decision. Okay, fine. We're going to have our field day with you.
On that, let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words that a person can be called, in my opinion. It doesn't matter that these things aren't true. Everyone just believes that you are the type of person who manipulates and abuses children.
Yeah, I know my subscribers is kind of sad.
So
okay, there we
go. The only thing I've ever groomed is my two Persian cats. I'm not a groomer.
I'm not going to jump down the whole groomer thing, but the fact that you've deflected it and gone,
Oh, I'm not grooming kids, I'm grooming my cats. Leave your fucking cats out of it. Poor Persian cats.
I'm just a loser who didn't understand I shouldn't respond to fans, and I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so.
Chris Hansen.
Because 5 years ago, I made a fart joke.
Okay, now I'm going to open this bag of worms. You know that fart joke he did? Yeah, spreading a young female's legs open comes down as sexual harassment. Anyway, I will leave sources and I will leave links to interviews and all that in the description. Yes, so you can all see for yourselves and make your decisions.
okay. Come on, Colleen. Keep the song going. Catch it.
So, even though I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me, I still felt it was important to come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability.
And there it is. Taking accountability. Okay, so if you were to take an accountability, if you made a mistake, you'd openly admit to the mistake. You wouldn't put it in a defense video. You put it in an apology video. So your accountability is basically shit. So I'm going to say it now. 2.5 thousand subscribers, and I will make a Discord and a Patreon for you to have more help and control over what goes on in my videos and what videos I post. Without further ado, chaps, chapettes, have a good evening. I'll love you and leave you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.